Welcome back to the channel. It's time to get to work. All right, breakfast of champions. Finishing up some breakfast here. We have made it to the beginning of May. The neighbors already have corn coming up. We haven't even started planting. So we got to get busy on that. And the reason we got it busy on that is because we have a lot of stuff happening on the farm. And if we don't get the corn in the ground now, we're going to be well behind the curve. And that's not going to work out for some of the things that we have planned. So grab my jacket, grab my boots, jump in the truck. The first thing we're going to do is run across the road right here. The barley should be getting close to ready, which is one of the reasons that we need to get the corn in the ground, because this barley field is going to take everybody's help getting done. This is the largest field on the farm. We're going to need both combines and the auger wagon, so I'm not going to be able to have a bunch of people running around doing other stuff. Walk out here and see what it looks like. Yeah, coming in really well. Looks like it's going to start turning in the next couple of weeks, so we got to get this corn in the ground so we have time to focus on some of this other stuff. The other thing we got going on, it's going to take a bit to get there, but we have a grass field down by the river, and since we have made it into May, we've had a couple of good spring months now, so that should be coming in real well. So I'm going to drive down there and check it out once I figure out how to drive straight. And we're going to decide if we want to go ahead and get our first cutting in now, or if we are going to wait another month to get that first cutting. So drive down here and check out the hayfield. And then after we do that, we're going to come back to the farm. Got a couple of things to do before we actually start planting. I'm going to get a hired worker started on rolling the two fields that we put lime on. We actually used the cultivator on the one that we didn't put lime on, so I'll show you in a little bit when we look at our precision farming maps. It says that field already has a prepared seed bed, but these other two don't. First, I'm going to jump out here and check on the grass. Yeah, it's got some good length to it, but I think we can wait another month and it'll fill in a little bit more, and then we'll get a good cutting of hay. We are getting low on hay over the winter, so it's time to get some more hay for the cows. But like I said, I'll show you in a little bit how these precision farming maps work. But the one field already has good seed bed. The two fields that we put lime on do not. I cultivated them. One we put the anhydrous on, and then we put lime over the top. But they still need to get hit with the rolling baskets. So we're going to get the 9190 going with one of the hired workers to do that. And then I have a few errands to run. Watch out for the deer. It's not the first one, it's always the second one that gets you. But anyway, after I get one of the hired workers started on the rolling baskets, I have some errands to run in town, and then I'm going to come back and get started on the planting. Run in here real quick, check the computer to make sure I didn't miss anything important. Doesn't look like there's any new missed emails or messages. No maintenance requests or anything from Case IH, so we're good there. Gonna run over here and fill up my coffee cup. All right, let's go get some work done. All right, we got the 9190 sitting right here. Like I said, we're gonna jump in on there and go get one of the hired workers started rolling, and then we'll be back after we run some errands. All right, we have made it back from running our errands. And here's what I was going to show you. So you see here on our maps fields 25 and 26 according to um, our precision farming have a good seed bed. You can see that the hired worker is up there on 27. And now you can just see there at field 28 just how big that barley field is. It's almost ready. You can see it's in the darkest yellow-green there, which means it is almost ready to harvest. So I got to get going on the planter. I'm going to grab a couple snacks here, go over here to the fridge, grab a couple sodas and some water, because it's going to be a long day getting the rest of this done. Go out here and jump in the planter. It should be all filled up and ready to go. One of the issues I ran into was I found out that the tank on here, or the planter on here, is built for liquid fertilizer and not herbicide. I stopped by Case IH and they said there's nothing they can really do about that in the short run. So we're going to end up putting liquid fertilizer down on this first field. I was going to put herbicide down on the other fields. Not going to be able to do that right now, so what's going to happen is we're probably in a month or two going to end up having to get the co-op out here, either rent a herbicide applicator or have hire somebody from the co-op to come out here and do it. But we'll figure that out down the road if the weeds come in. So I'm gonna get the planter all set up here, and then I'm gonna turn on the time lapse and let you guys just ride along this plant. I'm not going to record all three fields. I'll probably just record this field, and then I will catch back up to you when we get done with the final field. So I'm gonna speed the video up, watch me plant, and enjoy. Alright, and we are on our last pass on the final field here. Planting season then will be complete, but not without any issues. When we get up here to the end of the field, you'll see that there is going to be a Case IH 9390 sitting here with a sunflower tillage machine. And the reason for that is the hired worker actually fell asleep and drove the 9190 into the river. So Case IH was able to come out and salvage both vehicles. The insurance has told us the 9190 is pretty much going to be a total loss. So Case IH gave us this 9390 to finish out the season, and then when we get the insurance check, we'll probably pay it off. The sunflower disc we had actually purchased back in the fall, and it just now came in, so they just drove them both down here so we can finish. So no more 9190, we now have a 9390. But we'll make do with what we have. The only interesting part about this is that the previous owner modified it somewhat. There's the sunflower disc. There's the 9390, but the previous owner modified it. I don't know if you can tell, but there is a John Deere Starfire globe on the top, and when you get inside, there's a John Deere steering wheel. Not sure what that's all about, but the tractor worked fine for us. So we're just going to get everything driven back to the farm and cleaned up. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to drop a thumbs up to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you get future updates.